I'm going to talk real quick about maybe some areas for praise in this project, specifically here at the treatment house. It looks like you guys have, primed and painted the gates well. They don't seem to be impeded by anything. I don't really see any, maybe just a couple chips on there. Your fence line is plumb and level, so we don't have a level right now to verify, but just looking down the sight line, it looks very straight, and that's great attention to detail. The treatment house is clean, it's well painted, and you have the apron around it. It's very smooth and level, not a lot of cracks. You have excellent ventilation here on the side, and then for the doors, there's space under the doors so that the chlorine gases can escape and not build up in here. Plus, all of these have gates and open spaces for even more circulation, because we want people to be safe. It's excellent, and everything looks clean. The mortar around the gates, and although we don't have a level right now, it looks to be very plumb here. And looking down the sight line, I don't see a whole lot of waves or variation in it. Like I've told others, the easiest way to keep a building standing is just to make sure it's plumb, right? Plumb and level. And then I praise the new design that you guys are trying with the slab on top, and I'm assuming there's rebar in the slab.
Yeah,
quite a bit.
There are rebars.
Yeah, great. You have aggregate covering most of the ground. Looks like we have these are purchased, correct? The fence posts?
Not purchased. These were done here.
Oh,
on the site.
On the site, you cast these?
Yes.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Well, they look excellent, and they seem to be repeating. In this, the precision is good. They look very similar. All right, let's go inside for a second. So, Christopher, I love what you shared about the 5 chlorinators. Things look symmetrical. Like it doesn't look like they're really off center that much at all. And then things look plumb and level, which is very, very important. And the paint job in here obviously is very, very good. The issue that you talked about was that these were done with brass chuck valves instead of PVC chuck valves, but you guys, that's why you're out here today, remediating this and fixing it. And then you're going to do that on all the other projects as well, which is excellent. So the floor looks like it's very smooth, not a lot of cracks in here, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, great. And then let's see. You have an outlet right there for the chlorinator assembly. You have the pressure relief valve, so it doesn't erupt. And then you've put these in parallel to one another, so that it can reduce space and cost in implementing these. And then we have some additional details here. The installation date, as you already went through, the borehole depth 50 meters. I want to point out a little bit more, just the minimal drawdown when pumping at 18 meters cubed per hour. And so I don't, without looking at the borehole diagram or the driller's log, it's hard to determine just how deep we can go, where the aquifer is. But it looks like you're going to have some space if there's expansion.
Yes.
And so the fact that you mentioned that you can fill up the tanks in how long?
4 hours and 30 minutes.
4 hours, 30 minutes. That's pretty quick.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's even additional capacity right now based on people's usage. And it also indicates that there's no leaks in the line, right?
Yes.
So if there were leaks, then the tanks would never fill up. It would just be like
Exactly.
constantly.
Yeah.
So everything looks like it was done with a high degree of excellence and quality, attention to detail. There's not too much of a slope, so it's graded well. You're not concerned about runoff coming across, which is nice. And you have your conduit here, which is tied to the building, which is nice. There's nothing that isn't secured. This, of course, being for the sat water communicator, or the remote monitor.
Yeah.
Simple monitor.
Yeah.
Simple monitor.
Yes.
All right. And then you have your pipes close together right here. Was this conduit that's in this apron, was that installed before, or did you drill it?
We drill it.
Okay.
We drill it and we put this one is a strip.
Mm-hmm.
We put the strip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I think you guys have a lot to be proud of. It's always easier to find the mistakes than to find the things done correctly, because when it's done correctly, we don't notice it, right?
Yeah.
But I notice it, and a lot of people notice it. Like, you guys really were committed to excellence, glorifying God in the process, and I think I'm happy to hear that you're satisfied with the results. But please know that Charleston also is very, very happy, and on their behalf, I want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.